Now we are going to discuss about how to mass change material master. So the transaction is the same MASS. So we are in mass transaction. Now here we will pick two types of materials are there. So first we will discuss about materials industry. So here I execute, and here if I go, so first thing I have to pick up which fields I want to change. So suppose there is a requirement that I need to change the material group. So let me go to mm, the table entries that I want to change. So here we have Mara, and now let's go there and we just execute, and we'll find a bunch of stuffs that we want to change. Suppose so, let's go here and we go to choose fields, and here we'll select matter, and we'll see material type, and we'll probably put industry sector, material group, any other things. No, that should be good. So now we are going to do quick apply. Now we are going to see some of these materials that we are going to change. So let's pick up all these materials, and suppose there is a requirement that we have to change this material group to something else. So let's go here, and first thing we select material group here. We click on execute, and we put all the material numbers that we got, and we click on execute. So let's now just go into SC16, and we will just select it based on these entries so that we don't get confused. So these are the ones. Now we might be saying that, oh, we need to change all the material group to this value. So what we are going to do is we are going to populate here this value, and we'll click on select on here, and then we will hit this button, perform mass change, and here it is. Now you have to click on save. So you'll see what is getting updated. Now let's go into this place, and we'll see whether this is getting updated. So you see all the material group gets updated. Now this was the first requirement. Now the second requirement is we are going to do is let's pick up another field that we are going to change. So now what we are going to do is we suppose pick up, can I change material type? Okay, so let's see. We have DF, we don't want this one to change. And what was the other field that we want to change? Is the material type. So let's go into details. So here everything is in user parameter. It's in English. I want to know the actual field name. So I'll go here. Now I click and it's mtart. So if I'm missing something, what I can do is I can always click here and try to get mtart. Mtart is not there because it's a key field. You cannot change the material type. So probably we can try to change the, can I change the other fields? So let me see. We'll try to change some other fields also. So let's see. Hmm, can I change the base unit of measure? So here it is, base unit of measure, MEINS. Okay, so here we'll get into execute, and we'll populate all this material again. So we'll click Control C, Control V, and we'll make all the materials having each. Oops, I made a mistake. So clicked it too much early. So what we can do, we can change this and put something that would be, I don't know. So let's put is as. Uh, Sometimes it may screw up something. Let's be on each. There's a bunch of stuffs that will change, and now we'll click on save. Let's see whether this is, again it will do all the validation, and you see everything is turning each Now some of them may not work because there's some validation. So all the standard SAP validation that that should happen is happening. That's why some of these fields didn't get changed to each the unit of measure. So this was one. Now let's go to some. So all we are doing is we are playing with the same table. Now what we can do is we can change to something else. So let's go to another table of material master. So let's see. Yeah, let's go to Marcy. Okay. So Marcy, we want to see. So let's go to the table Marcy uh, here. MARC, that's related with plant data, and we populate the same amount of materials, and here we have some of these fields. So let's see whether we want to see change some of these fields. So I think we can. What is this field? Pstat. So let's see. I don't know what is that field. We can see Pstat. Let's put it here. Pstat. It's not there, so you cannot change it. So let's change it to, let's see, some fields, some other fields which we can probably change. Is this one is MRP description. Okay, DIS MM. Is it there? Uh, DIS. Okay, so MRP type. Uh, so let's change this. We'll change this. We'll populate this. All the materials, and we are going to execute, and we are going to change the MRP type to something saying no plan, and we'll click on mask change. And so let's bring this field so that we can know. So MRP, so the field name is MKT MRP. So let's see, MRP to us, the field name was MRP. So it's the MRP status. So it was what was the field name? It was one of this disposing type. So let's MRP type. Let's MRP type, and we will click on unselect, and we'll click select, and we click MRP, and we select MRP type, DIS MM, and we'll select this one also just for the heck. We will see. Okay, now we are making everything ND. Try to save. Now if the validation passes, so if you see, some of them did do, some of them did. So now we'll see some of them can change to ND. So this shows one of these fields that got changed in Marcy. Let's see the last table which we want to play with. We'll go back, hit the back button now, and we can go around. See any other fields. Yeah, probably we want to do MBEW. Okay, so let's go to MBEW, and probably we can change the valuation class somewhere. Okay, so let's go to MBEW table, MBEW, and we'll put the same plant, same materials, and we are going to change what we said. We are going to change the uh, valuation type. There is a valuation type here, album. So this field I'm going to change. Okay, so let's go. We'll pick up this one, and we'll execute, and we have the material number already populated. Okay, and we'll see. So now we just want to make sure this is also there. Now Here we are going to put it like this, and we'll do a mask change. Click on save, and now we are going to hit this and see all of this get changed except one, for there's a reason. Okay, so if you want to see more details, and you can go into change object and you can see why this didn't get changed and all those things. So that's another way you can correct it. Okay, and here you can see the details why it didn't get changed. There are stuffs that gets logged. You can see the long text. During this, these are the problems. So this is pretty handy. So that's everything about mask changes of material master on the central data. And we have changed a bunch of tables. We changed Mara table, we changed MRC table, and we changed the MBEW table also. And we did a lot of mask changes. And this is pretty handy. If you had done manually one by one through MM02, it would have taken a lot of time. But this was done very fast.